All right, guys, here we're going with the raffle.
460656.
Oh, wait, I better look at the one in my pocket.
460656.
That's me! Like the whole time, like non-stop. We're wondering who is Hardy. No, she called me with a thumb cramp. Yay! Holly, that thumb cramp paid off! Yay! Show me your money, honey! Woo! Oh yeah! I'm gonna cover my whole body with them. Not at once. Not at once. Oh no! Of course. You need to read The Secret if you have not read The Secret.
I don't know what that is. The rap raffle?
Yeah.
Is that on Amazon?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's actually not a joke.
Yeah, you need to read The Secret. It's all about, you should know about positive vibes. You're like,
positive vibes. Okay.
You're my hippie
So
child.
we have got, what are we going to do this? We got you all excited to go to conference. Everybody says, I'm going to Florida. I don't know why, but I'm going to Florida. Now
Heck yeah.
Okay, how are you gonna get there? This guy likes to, is the feedback and everything okay? It's not crippling you down and all this?
I'm going to sell some wraps.
Yes, I'm going to be okay, yeah. Okay. All right, so we're going to start off with the basics, you guys. And if you're new in this room, I'm going to come to you from the perspective of this. I've gotten a lot of messages and phone calls this week from new distributors that are asking, am I going to get this fast start bonus? Am I, fast start qualifying? What does that mean?
Thanks, guys.
And hey, am I going to get my free product? And will I get my rack rewards? Okay, I get those questions every single day, all the time. And it's okay. I was new. I had those questions too. But I want to put your mind at ease because there's one way to know that you've got all of those things and there will not be a mistake. There will not be a problem. You will get all of them. It's by following the steps to success. And as cheesy or quirky or whatever you want to call it, giving you 3 steps, you kind of feel like a child in a way. But they make it simple for a reason because everyone in this room can complete them. It doesn't matter whether you are, really, really good at social media. It doesn't matter whether you're terrible at parties. It doesn't matter what you do. If you're following the steps to success, your business is going to grow.
Stands for
and if you do it again and you do it again, just like was said earlier, you're going to be up there in rank, okay? So the only difference between the people that are ambassador and us in this company is that they work the steps to success more than us and possibly faster than us, okay? So what are the steps to success, Tracy? Steps to success. Well, first you got to join the party, which clearly I think pretty much all of you have done.
Oh, yeah.
It's your first call. Everybody comes in, and we don't have sales quotas, but we do have a roadmap. Everybody comes in, they're all excited, they want to know, what am I going to do? How do I do this? Your first goal, your first immediate goal, is to go gather 4 loyal customers, okay? Do not wait for your kit. You don't need your kit to go start making money with this business. So just as soon as you started your business, announce it on Facebook. Call your mom, call your sister, call your best friend, call your cousin, call your anything, okay? And say, hey, I'm really excited about this business. Would you be willing to try one of these products to help me get my business started? You're going to find some yeses as long as you call enough people, but your mom say yes. I mean, mom say yes, or dad say yes, or something like that. So 4 loyal customers, because what that's going to get you, if you do it in your first 30 days, is $120 of free product. Everybody wants the free product. And it's a key piece of the Ruby bonus as well. You need those 4 loyal customers in your first 30 days. So $120 of free product that if you're really smart, you'll turn that into 2 boxes of wraps and then sell that for more wrap cash and get that wrap on people. It's also going to get you, every time you sign 2 loyal customers, you're going to get a box of wraps for $25 free shipping. That is a major profit, and the easiest way that you can cover those
team
costs
meeting for
from
It
day
Works
one,
Global.
you're getting a box of wraps for $25 and selling them for $25 each. So that's how you not only cover your costs, but you also start to make some wrap cash, some profit, and by putting that loyal or the wrap on people, you're introducing the business to people, and you're introducing the loyal customer program. So that's how you then begin to go on to the next step, which is
the next step is to go out and find 3 people that want to do this business with you. Just 3 people. Somebody that wants an extra $200 a month, somebody who wants $500 a month, doesn't matter. Show them this opportunity and be excited about it. You don't have to know everything in the world, okay? So if you're new in this room and you're like, I do not know what to say to these people. What do I say? Where do I even start? You know what? Call your Diamond Upline and do a 3-way phone call with people. I've done that quite a bit. Message and say, message your upline and say, can you give me a sample message that you sent to other people if that makes you nervous? Or put a wrap on somebody. Better than anything else, put a wrap on somebody, because that's why I think every single one of us is here, right? Somebody put a wrap on us and it taught us, boom, this is an opportunity. This is a product that is a disposable, one-time use that people are going to buy over and over again. And we are not just a wrap, we're so much more than that. So when you want to go out and talk to distributors, that's what you're going to talk about. And you're going to put the wrap on their body and show them their results. They're not going to be able to wait to go tell other people the same way we are, okay? So you sign 3 people as a distributor. And then what do? You teach them the steps to success. You teach them to do that, okay? We're duplicating. We just do it over and over again. We repeat it like a broken record because it truly is what's going to get you where you need to be, okay? If you complete 4 loyal customers and 3 distributors every single month, I can promise you, you will be diamond and above quicker than you will ever believe. Your head will spin because it will duplicate and it will duplicate. We have too much training. We have all these people here that are here to help you. So if you just go out and put your open sign on and let people know what you do, wear the gear, do your thing, be passionate about it, you're going to sign those people, okay? When you sign those people, so say I sign Susie, when she gets her first 2 loyal customers, I get $100, okay? 2 loyal customers needs to be right at 150 in volume, personal bonus volume, okay? And if not that, have her set up an ADV auto ship because she needs wraps to sell and wraps to make cash off of anyways. So she needs to set up 2 boxes of wraps for an ADV auto ship. If they will not do that, they at least need $150 in minimum BB with their loyal customers, and at least 2 of them, and that makes you $100. Okay, does anyone have any questions about that? All right, and we are just going to teach everybody to do that again and again and again, because that's how this happens. So keep that in mind. You will always get those bonuses. You will never have to question whether you got your free product, or whether your DT got their product, or whether they got their fast start bonus. If you complete those steps of success, it will happen every single time. You won't even have to worry about it. Okay? Done so. Yeah. I think we've checked that off the list.
check. Next up, we have one of our social media queens. She's very, very good at social media. Social media is a really big piece of this business, and if you're not utilizing it, you're really missing out on a huge opportunity. So we're going to bring up Amanda Roush, because she's really good at it, and let her share some things with you.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me okay?
Yep.
All right. So I'm Amanda Roush. I am a double diamond, and my husband as well is a double diamond in this business. I've been in 2.5 years, almost October. And I'm going to talk about social media. This is one of the things I swore I would never, ever, ever do when I joined this business was wear an It Works shirt and then post on Facebook. So
How many It Works shirts do you have?
45. Shh, Eric doesn't know that.
Sorry, black
So anyway, who's on Facebook, social media? Who has an Instagram account? Everybody? Who posted on Facebook today or Instagram? So your businesses are open today? Awesome. If you didn't, your business is closed, and everybody else knows that. So just so you know, it's huge. It's so, so important to post on Facebook. And I don't mean salesy posts. I mean personal posts, and we're going to talk about that today. So one thing is at conference, we're going to stick with that theme tonight. John Eric Mosler was introduced to It Works Global, and he is our social media guru. And he changed the way we do Facebook and the way we do social media. Would you agree? So he is our new social media guru. It Works brought on, and he has changed the face of social media. He hates salesy posts. You do not advertise. You share your adventure. And so that's what we want to talk about is when you are, posting on Facebook and you're saying, join my team for $99 and buy these greens for $33. Honestly, people are going to scroll right past that. I promise you, because I did. Not only, I knew Sarah before this business, but anytime, any business I saw that, it was like Mary Kay, whatever company there is out there, anytime they were salesy, immediately my mind went blank. It was not exciting to me. It did not draw me in. And so you have to be aware of that. I know you think that those are great posts, but they're really not. They're actually hurting your business. Instead, try sharing the product. Share how you use the greens. Share how the stretch mark has helped you since you had your baby, etc. People want to know how the product helped you. And that's why, when you're posting, use people that you know. Use people that you know their stories for sure. Because if somebody comes and asks you questions about somebody, say you posted a girl with 4 reps and you don't know anything else about it, it kind of makes you look not legit. So make sure you know what you're sharing. Number 2, don't be salesy. You just want to share the products. And I want to share something that Mo Lampy posted. I have it on here. A couple weeks ago, she's a grandma. She's Vivi, little one. And I'll pull this up real quick. Sorry.
Are you on social media? Please tell me yes.
Am I?
Yeah, right now.
I'm actually on my phone, but
Well, I know that. On social media.
kind of.
Okay.
On my screenshots.
Well, that counts.
All right, so Mo has a picture of her little one. Her little granddaughter is sound asleep in her car seat or stroller right behind her, and it says, "Energy from my greens on the go outlasted my 1-year-old granddaughter. Greens check, Skylar Z, like the sleeping, and then me, smiling face." That picture alone, when I saw it, had 39 likes and 3 comments, and probably one of your best posts that you've had so far. And what that shows right there is that she's showing how she's using the product. She's showing how the business is changing her life. It's helping her get more done when, her granddaughter's crazy. She's an active little one. So that's another big thing. And then also just posting 2 to 3 times a day. And not all about It Works. Sarah and I were just talking about this yesterday. You want to share your life too. It Works is a big part of our life, but it's not everything. And so you have to learn to find a good balance. Because if it's all It Works, people are going to start to get a little bored with you. So you want to make sure, I always post at least like a quote in the morning when I wake up, whether it's funny. I like to type in Boss Babe. That's a good hashtag one if you guys want to look up those. I usually post something like that. Then maybe mid-morning I'll post how I'm using a product. I always do 1 product post a day. And then in the afternoon I either do a survey, whether it's which door color should we pick, or what do you do on your day off. Just because that shows me who's still following me. Because so many of us, I think we think people aren't following us, and so when you post stuff like that for interaction, you can see who's still paying attention. And then also share how the business has changed your life. Not, join my team for $99, but show how it's changed. Whether you sold 1 wrap and you went and got your nails done, you haven't been able to do that for 6 months because you didn't have the money. That's what people want to see. They want to live through your adventure, and they want to be inspired by you. So those are a couple tips. I don't know, anything else? Just be yourself. Yeah.
Quick question. When you post that, do you post them on public?
I do.
Okay.
I do. I don't have kids, so I'm not too concerned about that. But right now, for those of you that do have kids, you can change the settings as far as who sees you.
I change back and forth all the time.
Yeah, and when that time comes, I probably will. But
Yeah, but if it's It Works, it's public. If it's my kids, it's private. Yeah.
When you go public, when your Facebook goes public, you do get a lot of. Sometimes you can get a little bit of some creepy people. So there's a really cool button called block. And another tip too, for those of you when you start to add, I know I get a ton of friend requests, and I try to get it to them as much as I can. But when you start to have a ton of It Works people on your feed, that seems like that's all you see. And so just a little tip is you can unfollow It Works people without unfriending them. And so that way your feed is still full of your friends that are potential, because that's a big part of this is we want to still be relating. That's another point I wanted to make. Another thing we talked about is it's not all about you in this business. It's about commenting and liking and being interactive with other people's posts. So it's not all about how many posts can I make today, how many likes am I going to get, how many comments am I going to get, but starts that relationship. And we're here to build relationships. And you have to stay consistent. You're going to post on Facebook for a good year before you truly get where you want to be. Don't just post for 2 weeks and then say, sorry, nobody liked it and I'm done. Because people have to see your journey. It took me 4 months of following Sarah before I even slightly seemed interested. And, you know, it takes a lot of other people a lot longer than that too. So, consistency is key. Building relationships, and don't be salesy.
Okay, we're going to breeze through this part. I want to leave majority of our time for Sarah and Lori for their tips on how to grab some loyal customers and distributors, because that's really what it's all about. But I want to talk to you a little bit about, Amanda said a key word there. I did a really interesting post last week on my team, and we ended up doing kind of an emergency YouTube hangout from it. I posed a question because I heard one of the dumbest excuses I've heard in my 3.5 years about why somebody was putting in words, and I finally had it. And I said, okay, I want to know, give me a one-word answer. What is the kiss of death in this business? And I know what the answer is, but I wanted to know what they thought, because everybody was different. And so I really wanted them to stick to one word. The post got 85 comments on it. So clearly, I struck a nerve in what is on people's minds. So what was very eye-opening to me is what it pointed to. Everybody, there were some different answers. There were lots of repeats, and the answer that I was looking for was on there a lot in the comments. But there were quite a few other responses that led to it. And what I put together is so eye-opening that a lot of it leads to the same thing. Just out of curiosity, what do you think that one kiss of death is? Okay. There's something about you. Okay. What else? Inconsistency. Inconsistency will kill you in this business. It will kill you in any business, but very true of network marketing. There are a lot of things that lead to inconsistency, and I'm going to read off some of the things. We cover these in depth, but I'm just going to list them off in the interest of time. Fear showed up a lot. Fear will cause you to be inconsistent. Ourselves, like she said, we're our own worst enemies. Negativity will cause you to be inconsistent. Self-doubt, big, huge thing that will cause you to be inconsistent. Defeat and setbacks, big thing that will cause you to be inconsistent. Quitting, that'll cause you to be inconsistent. Let's see, lack of confidence and belief in yourself. Excuses, lots of excuses. Being unteachable and lazy, that'll definitely cause you to be inconsistent. Being shy, product skepticism. And I want to take a note here real quick. There's a lot. You know, I've seen a little bit more. We're getting bigger, which is a great problem to have. But that's going to bring with it more skepticism, more vocal. I've seen some very vocal things about people with products and things that, you know, about it works in general. My suggestion to you is ignore that stuff. Get rid of it. Get it off your feed. Unfollow, block, unfriend, whatever you have to do, get it off your feed. Because there's plenty of people out there that just aren't educated yet. But I'm telling you, it'll catch you on a bad day, and you'll see somebody bashing on networks or bashing on the Raps or the Greens or whatever, and it just has a way of impacting you and your overall mood. So get rid of it. Lack of support from your spouse is huge. That will cause you to be inconsistent. Rejection will cause you to be inconsistent. Comparison and jealousy of others, and maybe they're moving faster than you. And unrealistic expectations. Maybe you're not getting where you want to be as fast as you thought you were going to. But that all leads to inconsistency. If I went to a McDonald's and it was closed half the time, I wouldn't go back. And that's true in any business. If they were closed every time you went, well, then you think, well, I'm not going back to that McDonald's anymore. So you've got to be consistent. I saw a post, and you know, a lot of people promote really quick, but the vast majority of people promote in this business on a more steady pace. I love people that promote really quickly, but I'm just going to caution you, don't base anything off of that. You've got to do your own thing. You've got to do your own pace, and you know what you can do, what you brought on this business. So there was a post on the Diamonds and Above page of how long it took people to get to Diamond. Okay? Diamond is a magical place in this business and another huge level in our compensation plan. So it's really where you want to get yourself to. But don't put too much pressure on yourself. The answers to this was astounding, and this is just a sample of how long on average it took these people to get to diamond. 14 months, 3 years, 16 months, 23 months, 14 months, 12 months, 18, 13, 13, 19, 13, 12, 14, and 2 years. That's how long on average it's taking most people to get to diamond. Okay, so if you don't get there in 3 months, so what? So what? So are you telling me that if you went to your husband and said, okay, I'm going to do this little side gig, and in 1 year's time, I'm going to bring in about $23,000, $24,000 extra a year, would you be okay with that? Of course he would be okay with that. So that's what you have to do. That's the perspective that you have to keep, is that yes, there are some people that go there really fast, and that's fantastic, and maybe that's you. But for most people, it takes a little bit longer, okay? So, one last thing I want to close with before we turn our time over to Sept to Sarah and Hillary is, and I shared this with my team today, and I saw some of this earlier, but, basically I want to say happy September. Maybe some of you had a great August, maybe some of you didn't. Mine was okay. August is a tough month. It can be a great month, but you know what? Everybody's getting their kids back in school. It's just a busy month for a lot of people. And sometimes people have that great month of August with the business, and a lot of people don't. So I'm hearing kind of a general theme, I guess, if you will. A lot of pattern of people discouraged, and they're frustrated. My team's not working. I can't get my distributors motivated. I'm not getting where I want to be. Nobody's helping. A lot of things. And there are a lot of excuses. Some of them are completely valid, but most of them need to be thrown out the window. Okay? Because a new month is here. If August didn't go well for you, guess what? It's September. So it's time to make some changes. So that's what I want to do with you guys. My challenge to you for the month of September is 2 things. Promise that you will not use the words frustrated or discouraged in the month of September. Okay? And number 2, BYOB. You're going to build your own business. Okay? I want to teach you that you don't need anyone to be successful in this business. You're going to build your own business. And so what that means is you're going to make some goals. You're going to set some goals about how many loyal customers you want to bring into the business. This has got nothing to do with your team. How many distributors do you want to bring into the business? That's what you need to be concerned with. And you need to lead from the front. And you need to get out there and you need to get to work. So, what I want you to do is set a goal of what you want your business to look like at the end of September and how you're going to get there. So, if you're going to start today, September 1st, you are from day 1 setting a roadmap for yourself to get there. You know what you want to accomplish in this month. I love the fact that this meeting is on the 1st of the month. Okay, that actually worked out really well. Write it down. Write down what you want. You're 90% more likely to accomplish these goals when you write them down. Get with your sidelines, your uplines, whatever you need to do, and write them down. And don't just say, oh, I really would like to do that. I hope I can do that. If I can get my distributors working, I can do that. No. Write them down, and you get after it. You decide what you want to do there. It is a great and wonderful thing when you have a runner on your team. Is it not? It's
Yes, it is.
It is amazing. It is amazing.
Just saying.
However, for the most part, you're going to do this of your own efforts. Okay?
What?
When you have somebody who has the same vision and the same passion and the same goal, it's just an amazing thing. But if you don't, that just means you're going to work, on doing your own business. And that's perfectly fine. That's the way you want it anyway, right? It's building your own business. So it's kind of time to start letting some of this stuff go. My team's not working. My upline doesn't help me. It's time to let that go. And this month we're going to build our own business. And you're going to get to the end of September, you're going to have a big old smile on your face because you did it. You accomplished what you need to. You didn't need anybody else, and you set out and you set a great example and did that for yourself. So I know you guys can do this. Let's make September awesome. This is a no excuses September. We are not going to use the word frustrated. We are not going to use the word discouraged, and we are going to build our own business this month. So.
Hashtag BYOB.
Hey. I'm sorry I didn't have my video going.
No kidding. Oh, we got that.
Heart rate? Yeah. Heart Pentecost. Love you. Okay, I'm Hillary Seamer, for anybody who doesn't know me. We're going to
working for us and what's working for you right now growing your business. So Sarah and I want to share some tips from the top. What's working for us as far as signing distributors and loyal customers. And then we're going to bring it out into the audience. So you might get that mic right in front of your pretty little face, and you're going to share with us some tips that have been working for you. Just one tip that's been working for you. So Sarah's going to share a few tips from some of our diamond and above leaders as far as what they shared with us and some of her tips, because obviously this girl's amazing at signing distributors. Just a couple tips from them that's been working for them.
Well, first I'm going to give you my tip. Get that out of the way. My tip in this business is to build relationships with the people around you. It's to quit looking at your feet when you walk into a party and stand up with your back up or with your shoulders back and look at people in the eye and make a connection with someone. Even if it's small, you have no idea where that's going to take you a year from now. There are so many of you sitting in this room because I simply went out and made connections and relationships with people. And if I couldn't do it in person, which is for me, that's what I like to do. If I couldn't, I figured out how to do it on Facebook. When I first started this business, Hillary and I, my mother-in-law, we all went out, we did parties, we did belly-to-belly, face-to-face, put that wrap on people's stuff, and it worked. That was the magic sauce for us, okay? But I've since learned that there's this magical thing called social media, and there are girls sitting in this room right now that are, diamond, double diamond, triple diamond, and above because they know how to work social media and make a relationship with someone. So when you start making, just like Amanda Roush said, when you start making this business about everyone else, when you start thinking to yourself, man, I know somebody who's got joint issues, that's when you send them a heartfelt message and say, I know you have joint issues, and I heard this story about a relief. It's an amazing product. This was, how it worked for this person. It reminded me of you. I just thought I'd drop you a note if you're ever interested. You don't need to be pushy, and you don't need to be in anyone's face to do this business. I don't want you to do that. I just want you to go out and be a happy person, wear your gear, and make relationships with people. Strike up conversations first. Don't let them come to you. You strike up a conversation. Ask them what they do for a living, because you know what? They're going to ask you what you do for a living. Hillary Seymour, she always says when she first started the business, she was a preschool teacher. You know how she would answer that question is, I'm a preschool teacher when she first started, until she realized that if she really wants to put this business first, she was going to tell everybody, you know what? I do it works. I have a home-based business that I love. I love network marketing, and that's what I do. On the side, actually, I also teach preschool. I have 4 children. I'm a very busy mom, and that's my life. And she presented it differently, and it stuck out more in people's head. Wow, it works. What is that? Get people wondering what you're doing. So first of all, that would be my tip. Next little tip, I'm going to give a couple, and then we're going to give a couple LC tips. I got the distributor side. She's got the loyal customer side over here. One from Jody McLaughlin. She said, potentials can't just know that you sell it works. They need to know that you love this company. Also, and I love this, and I love this. If $120 overhead monthly cost in this business worries you, that alone is the reason enough that you need this business and you deserve more of a flexible budget. That's what you just say to somebody when they say, I don't think
That is so true.
I'll say it again.
That is so true.
When somebody says to you, I don't know if I can even do the $20 a month website. A lot of us,
Everybody said that.
if not us, it's somebody that we've talked to has said, I don't even want the $20 a month website. And you need to say to them, if you can't afford a $20 a month website, you deserve more than that, and that's what this business is here to give you. Let me show you how. And you show them those steps to success, okay? Show them a product that they're going to love, that they're going to want to talk about. Puts a fire in their belly, gets them 4 loyal customers, and free product to go out and sell. So that's a great tip, Jody. Thank you for that. That's good. All right, the next one I'm going to give, Nicole Hine, says ask. Don't wait for people to come to you. Invite them into this adventure and compliment them. Compliment people. Make people feel good, because how you make other people feel says a lot about you. And people start to surround you when they feel good when they're around you. So that will make a huge difference in your life. If you know that you're more of a negative Nelly and you're kind of a Debbie Downer, and maybe life has just done that to you, you got to flip the switch. Even if you don't feel it that day, you got to put a smile on your face, because it can mean the world to your business. You may smile at someone that stops you in the grocery line, okay? And you may end up in a conversation with them, hand them your Blitz card, and they could be the next Roger Jones. You don't know. But if you're walking around with a scowl on your face and you're not complimenting other people and drawing them in, you're never going to bring anybody new into your business. So that's another really great tip. Thank you. It's a really good tip.
We're so blessed. We have so many different perspectives in this business, and it helps all of us to grow. So if you are a learner, write everything down that you can to put that into action, because I promise you, you'll forget when you walk out of here. Okay, signing loyal customers. How many of you are really good at signing loyal customers? Raise your hands. If you feel like you got that, good for you. Awesome. Keep signing them, because guess what? They're going to turn into distributors someday. You take care of them. How many of you struggle maybe a little bit? Some months you do really awesome. Some months, look at that. We have super honest people. Triple diamond. Okay? Yeah. Guess what? Some months we have a really hard time signing loyal customers. Probably my biggest tip, I know when I first started, I was a loyal customer signing machine, and I did that because I had parties. I'm just going to be honest. I was very belly to belly, and I would get 8 to 15 people in a room, and I would make her go with me, or Prudy, and we would do them together. But that's how I got loyal customers. It's definitely how I built my business. So if you've never had a party and you're struggling to sign loyal customers, have a party. It's pretty simple. Ask somebody to host a party for you, host one in your house. I know
Send them to the wrap party that we're doing.
Send them to the wrap party we're doing. Absolutely.
It's going to be in this format, in the same format that we would do at our own personal wrap parties. It's exactly what's going to happen there, just at DJ's Dughouse. There's me.
Totally right. So that's my tip. Have a party. Bring them to a party. A couple other great tips for signing loyal customers. You have to talk about it. What? You have to talk about your products. A lot of people I see on social media, I see maybe they're blitzing when they're out, but they're just handing people cards. They're not building or making that connection, making a relationship. Signing loyal customers is the same as signing a distributor. You still have to make that connection, and you still have to build that relationship, and you still have to talk about what you're doing and the great products that you have. And we have a ton of products. So when I say talk about them, not just the wrap, you have to share, not sell, share what we have to offer. We have so many products, it's ridiculous, and they help so many people. So make sure that when you are out and you're blitzing, or when you're on social media, or when you're belly to belly, that you're starting a conversation, building a relationship, and figuring out what it is that that person might need in their life. It might not be a wrap, it might be something else. Okay, open that conversation up.
Can I interrupt?
Yes.
Sorry. Just a thought that just kind of dawned on me. When it comes to stuff, really just blitzing someone, for me, my go-to every time, here's me. Here's my own before and after. Okay? It literally is all you need in this business. So I want to ask you, if you have your own before and after picture right now, raise your hand. Is it your screensaver? If it is, raise your hand. Okay? Great. So if I walked up to you and I said, tell me what these products do. I just want to know, you're wearing a It Works shirt. What's it do? That's when you go like this and you say, these are my own results. Boom. Don't scroll through pictures. Don't go, well, this wrap, it works in 45 minutes, and you put it on. I don't really know how it works, and the results, and throw them all over them, right? Because actions and pictures speak much louder than words. And when you whip that phone out and you say, I'm so excited to check out my own results, done deal. They're going to go give you your card and they're going to contact you. It happens all the time. So for that many of you to have your own picture, it needs to be at the forefront. It needs to be in a spot where you can show it to people quickly.
Yes. And my other tip was word vomit. I already took care of that. And then make sure to sign loyal customers, you have to wrap people. Okay? If you haven't signed a loyal customer in the last 30 days, ask yourself when's the last time you wrapped somebody. That's always a great way to judge your business and your work ethic. And to say, gosh, I didn't sign anybody last month. When's the last time I wrapped somebody? So let's go out. Let's finish up with a couple what's working for you guys. You want to start?
Sure. I'm going to pick 2 people over here. And I don't care if you've been in this business a day or 2 years. I want you to tell me what's been working for you, whether it's distributor, loyal customer, however it is. You tell me what works for you. Okay? What would it be? Posting on Facebook twice a day. Consistently. Every day. All right.
And are you signing loyal customers or distributors?
Yes. Both. She's a loyal customer signing machine.
Awesome.
And her, just like Amanda said, this last post that she made about her granddaughter. So simple. But you know what? She also took a picture of herself and of her granddaughter, and she posted that, and her friends that know her, see her, love her, that's going to catch their attention first, way before the words will. And the words came after, okay? So I see a lot of people that post, and they post a really great worded post, and they've got all the words all together, but underneath is not a picture of them, not a picture of anything significant. It's a big billboard of it. It's $99 to join my team. Please sign up. Okay? People are going to look at that picture first, and they're just going to keep on scrolling. Doesn't matter how good your words are, you may as well toss them out the window. To me, that's how I feel. Anyone else feel that way? The picture always, it catches you first. Okay? So, all right, I'm going to go to somebody else here. You're going to have to tell me your names. I know. I just love your hair, so.
I love your hair.
Hi, I'm Amber Plumma. I would say what works for me a lot of times is if somebody messages me, say that they're interested in wraps, and then they ask for how much it is and go down that whole shebang. A lot of times I'll just throw out the offer, well, you can sign as a distributor for just $40 more pretty much, and then you can get your wraps in your box, you can sell them, you can use them on yourself, and you can make money. A lot of people go for that. Nice, yeah. Love that.
All right, Hill.
Okay. Aaron, just like our almost new assignment. What's been working for you?
Just bringing more of a personal touch. I was kind of like Amanda was talking about. I was commercializing. I was commercializing, so all my posts, because I really didn't want to bring my personal situation out to the public, but it's really helped me bring that personal touch and bringing my friends along with the business. So.
Try to be personal. We have to make those people relate to those things, you guys. You're gonna touch somebody's heart when you put yourself out there, even though it's really hard. You're gonna strike a chord with somebody, and they might be your next Major Jones. I'm gonna come back here. This sweet little lady taking notes. I love that. Tell us your name.
My name is Cheryl, and I've been with It Works just since April, and I'm Ruby, and I found that in the beginning, I just talked to everybody about the wraps, and I just was signing loyals all the time. I was actually calling Tracy almost every day saying there was another one and another one and then another one. And but the one thing that I am finding that I really need to go back to is follow up, because the fortune's in the follow-up. And I don't mean by money of that meaning fortune, but just, taking time to see what are their results. They wanted the wraps, they had a reason, and I wrote down the reason, but then, I had to check, have I called them back and found out the results? Because if we don't do that, then a lot of times after those 3 months, they're ending those auto shifts. But so for me, I'm going back to call each one. I have several still on auto ship for 5 or 6 months, and that's the time that they should have been distributors by now. But in the beginning, I was so busy signing loyals, and I still need to get back to that. But there's a lot of loyals that I have, and I believe we all have, that you need to follow up, take that personal touch. And I think that's just going to grow so much more of our business by finding out who do you know that would like to get the results that you're having.
Oh, I love that. I'm so glad that you shared that. Work harder, or work smarter, not harder.
Yes.
Fortune is definitely going to fall out when it comes to that, for sure. Thank you. That was awesome.
Another great distributor tip was from Melissa Conley, and heaven knows this broke from some people. She says you have to be consistent and plant seeds every day. Just because someone says no or ignores you doesn't mean no forever. They just need to keep watching your show for another month or two. Make sure you don't give up after hearing no, because they're still watching you. And just think back to the person that signed you up and how true that is. If you get discouraged from it and put your close sign on, we were just talking about this, they will more than likely join or order from someone else when they're ready. And I can promise you, 2.5 years in this business, I've seen it happen over and over again. I've seen people start the business and quit the business, and their very best friend starts and goes diamond super quick because their best friend was not consistent and didn't seem serious about it. They signed with somebody else. I've seen it happen many times, and it's sad because you're sitting back going, oh man, such an opportunity missed there. There were people in your circle that were interested. You quit too soon. Do not quit right away because you don't have people flocking to your door. You've got to make this work for you, but you've got to take the time. And it does take a little time to make and figure out what works for you. But for Alyssa to be able to have that perspective only 8 months into this business, she's a triple diamond, her husband's a double diamond. Okay, 8 months into this business, and she already knows how much people watch you and how much they will follow you, and if you are not consistent, they will drop you and go to the girl who is. So remember that and know that it's so true.
Absolutely. Anything else?
I think we got to close it out. It's 9 o'clock, so I think we'll close it out, you guys. Okay, the next meeting is going to be October 6th, but we don't know where yet. It could be back at DJ's Dugout. They're kind of giving us the...
Thanks for tuning in, everybody.
They're moving in.